I'd like to call to order the 1,487th meeting of the President and Board of Trustees for Machesney Park on the 16th day of December. Please rise for invocation given this evening by Clerk Lori Mitchell, and please remain standing. Pledge allegiance done by Trustee Joe Sipes.
Let's pray. Almighty God, you are our creator and our sustainer. You are our wisdom and our strength. We ask for your guiding hand to lead us through this meeting. May we approach our tasks with wisdom and our members with respect. May our conduct create an environment of cooperation and kindness. Thank you for helping us to accomplish our work this day. As we celebrate Christmas this week, Lord, let us remember that it's not about us, but it's all about you. In your precious name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will clerk please take roll?
Mayor Johnson.
Here.
Trustee Sipes.
Here.
Schmidt.
Here.
Kidd.
Here.
Wilson.
Here.
Bailey.
Here.
Beck.
Here.
Clerk is present. The attorney is present.
We have a quorum. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the December 2nd board meeting.
So made.
Second. Good motion and a second. Are there any additions or corrections? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes have been approved. Next, we'll have Treasurer's Report from Treasurer Bradley Robeson.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Treasurer's Report as of December 9th, 2019 reflected the total of all funds to be $15,106,491.61. A copy of the report is available at the back of the room. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to accept the Treasurer's Report.
So made.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Treasurer's Report has been approved. Next, we have communications from Clerk Lori Mitchell.
Thank you, Your Honor. First of all, I just want to express Hannah's regrets this evening. She had a school project that had to be done today, and she's not here tonight. Mayor Johnson will be presenting the prizes for the lighting contest. But first of all, I'd like to thank the merchants in Machesney Park for providing products and services for the holiday lighting contest. Merchants participating were Rock Valley Credit Union, Myers Store, Fashion Brow, By the Dozen Bakery, Tom and Jerry's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Great Clips, Starbucks, Primitive and Proper, Potbelly, Baking Grounds North, Mod Pizza, and Northwest Bank. Your generosity is very much appreciated. And I'd like to congratulate all the nominees this year. There's some beautiful homes in Machesney Park, and I'm so proud to live here. And at this time, I'd like to announce the winners, and Mayor Johnson will present the baskets. And they're in order, Mayor, starting at 3. And this year's third place winner is the Gill Residence, 8035 Revere Street. Is the Gill family.
Well done, Brad. Thank you.
Second place is the Parasite Residence, 1406 Minahan Drive. And first place is the McLean Residence, 1113 Ramona Terrace. And we'll make sure that the McLeans receive that. And the list of all of the finalists will be available in Village Hall lobby. And I encourage all residents to pick up a copy and go out some evening and enjoy the lights with your family. And that's all I have, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll have the warrants from Trustee Joe Jake Schmidt, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Your Honor. This evening I present the warrant in the amount of $1,200,190.24, and I make a motion for their passage.
Second. Got a motion and a second to approve the bills. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, will the clerk please take roll call?
Trustee Sipes.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Bailey.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
6 ayes and no nays.
Bills have been approved. Next on the agenda is administrative reports. On December 4th, the village held its annual TIF review meeting. I want to thank the staff for all their hard work in putting this meeting together. It was well done, and we had a very good review there. Thank you. The village received its final payment from the state for the public boat launch. I want to thank Senator Steve Stottleman for seeing the 50% grant was paid. The public and first responders have really appreciated the boat launch, as shown by the way it's well attended. The village's annual toy drive was a huge success again this year. The Helping Hand Pantry distributed the toys on Saturday, December 14th. I'd like to thank everybody involved with this toy drive, especially at the village, especially all of the village staff, for all their time and effort in putting this wonderful event together. A big thank you goes out to Rock River Disposal for donating 27 bicycles, and WREX for doing a live remote to promote our toy drive. Many children in our area will have a very Merry Christmas because of your kindness. And finally, I'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Continuing on with the municipal reports, next would be Attorney Tom Green.
No report, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Next would be Village Administrator Tim Savage.
Thank you. A quick advance on an upcoming item. We'll be presenting at the first meeting in January at both A&F and the board, the countywide hazard mitigation plan, all hazard mitigation plan. It is now 5 years old. It expired. We were told by the county that they did not have a process in place with the funding to accomplish that back in the summertime. We worked with R1 and the county to get that moving. It's now been finalized and is being reviewed by FEMA. We are required to have it adopted by the 17th to go along with a grant application we currently have pending. So that's the reason for the double reading. And so we look forward to bringing that before you in January. Thank you.
Thank you. Next would be Finance and Human Resource Manager, Michelle Jo Hansen.
Just wish everybody a Merry Christmas and best wishes for the new year. Thank you.
Thank you. Next would be Community Development Director, James Richter.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no report this evening.
Thank you. Next would be Superintendent of Public Works, Chad Hunter.
No report this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Next would be Village Engineer, Chris Dopkins.
Thank you, Your Honor. Work continues at the Public Works facility. The contractor has put most of the wall panels on. There's some wall panels that still need to go on the east side of the building. And today they started installing the roof panels. So hopefully the next week and a half, the building will be enclosed. That's all I have this evening, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good news. Next would be Public Safety Supervisor, Lieutenant Tammy Stanley.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a few stats from November. There were 41 arrests, 12 warrants served, 296 traffic stops, 197 traffic citations, and 7 DUIs. And just to report on our Shop with a Cop and Fill the Bus, we were able to raise enough money for 71 students to shop with the police officers, and then the bus, the Harlem school bus, was filled with toys and food and pajamas and things like that. And the Harlem School District put those to the different schools last week, so it was a great turnout. Thank you.
Good report. Thank you. Next will be committee and trustee reports. Does anybody have a trustee have a report this evening? Trustee Kidd.
I just have some housekeeping measures I would like to address real quick. Number one, the leaves pickup.
Village Administrator Tim Savage sent me a message on my Facebook requesting me to take down a post about calling the village about leaf pickup and addresses and times. I did not honor his request. The reason why I did not honor his request, because during a meeting with Mr. Mike Ellis and yourself, Mayor, Tim said that residents they have difficulties getting their leaves picked up should call the village and they would help out. So that's the reason why I did not do that. Also, I voted present last week concerning the agenda. The two reasons why I voted present is number one, the taxes. We did a utility tax without the board, without talking to the citizens, without sending a press release, to the best of my knowledge. And now with this new tax, or continuing the road tax, we are talking to them and we are going to ask them. I think it's very important that we're consistent with our taxes and informing our citizens. Secondly, the other reason why there was a receipt on there that said Vela, Johnson, Beck, and Savage from Onyx, and I'm just kind of curious, you guys had a meeting, what was spoke at that meeting, if the village paid for it, and I was kind of curious about that.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Smith?
Thank you, Mayor. This evening, the Administration and Finance Committee met. We had one resolution, which will be on the January 6th agenda, and one ordinance, which is on tonight's agenda. And just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Sipes?
Thank you, Your Honor. I want to report, Saturday I had the privilege of working at the Helping Hands Pantry Toy Giveaway. Great event. People were very thankful for the help that they received. We helped 98 families receive toys for their children's grandchildren, and they were very thankful that the village partnerships with Helping Hands Pantry to put on that program. And also like to wish staff and everyone on the board and everyone, all our citizens, a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Beck?
Thank you, sir. This evening, the Public Improvement and Safety Committee met and reviewed two resolutions that were approved positively, and will go to the January 6th meeting for the board action.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none? Next would be consent agenda. Would the staff present all items to be considered on the consent agenda?
Yes, we have item A, ordinance 1-20, granting a one-year extension to the variance from front yard setbacks for 7257 Wimbledon Road. First reading. Item B, ordinance 2-20, approving a text amendment to the code to add fence standards specific to ground-mounted solar installations. First reading. Item C, ordinance 3-20, approving a text amendment to remove the floor area definition from zoning code. First reading. And item D, ordinance 5-20, amending chapter 21 personnel policy and chapter 7 other provisions. First reading. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any items a trustee would like removed from the consent agenda to be considered separately? Hearing none, the consent agenda has been accepted as presented. I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So made.
Second.
A motion and second. Will the clerk please take a roll call?
Trustee Schmidt.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Bailey.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
Sipes.
Aye.
Mayor Johnson.
Aye.
7 ayes and no nays.
Consent agenda has been approved. Next would be unfinished business, which we have none. Next would be new business, which we have none. Next would be public comment. Is anyone in the audience who would like to address the board for the good of the village? Seeing none, next would be adjournment. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So made.
Second.
Got a motion and second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned.